Hello folks, Fuzzfinger here and welcome back to our Let's Play for Final Fantasy X-2. So today we're going to be heading over to the Macalania Woods to get some one mission done. I was going to say missions, but that's not the case. And to increase our completed score a little bit further. But before we do that, we're going to take just an ever so slight detour over to the Thunder Plains, because that should increase our completed score just by watching the opening cutscene. So we're going to head over there now. There are some items we can pick up, but I'm not going to bother right at this moment, because when we visit here for proper later on, then we can collect what we're not going to collect now, just to save some time.
Guess what? Riku finally overcame her fear of thunder. Know how? She said she camped out here for a week.
Right, that's actually all we need to do here, believe it or not. So we can go and head back to the airship. You can of course come here later on in the story when there's missions and that available, but there won't be any in this chapter, and we don't want to miss out on that completed score. Hence the reason I thought it'd be a good idea to do that now while we've got the chance. And at this point, as I mentioned, we're now going to head to the Macalania Woods, which apparently have been changing quite a bit, but we'll see how we get on when we arrive. So there's one mission we're going to do here, along with chatting to a couple of people that will increase our score, hopefully anyway.
It's been 2 years since the faith in Macalania Temple disappeared. They say it's affecting not only the lake, but the woods as well.
Right, so there's a few people we need to speak to here. So we're just going to head up, or start heading towards the agency. I'm just going to save my game once I get the chance.
The woods will soon be no more.
Yeah, so I'll save the game, just in case we make any boo-boos, as they say. And I think there's a dude here. I'll just see if that's one of the people we need to chat to. It's quite possible that it is. Nope. We do actually want to go north, not down this path, but I just want to see if we can chat to anybody before we do so. Hence the reason I'm taking this slight detour. Right, there's nothing down here, so we can just head back. But as they say, it didn't hurt to check. We are just going to get straight on with the mission, and then the people we need to chat to, we can chat to afterwards.
Bevelle remains at the heart of Spira, even today. It's also the place where I was born. I suppose that makes it my hometown, but I can't say that I have a lot of fond memories here.
Okay, we don't want to enter Bevelle just yet, but I do remember that was the place we had a good old battle with Seymour the last time we played, well, when we played Final Fantasy X. One of our several battles with that guy. But we took care of him in the end. Right, so this is where we want to head, up this secret glowing path here. And we won't be encountering any monsters on this trek, so don't worry about preparing yourself for battle just yet. And here we want to reach the Lake Road. So just want to make sure we go to the right place, which is up here. No, up here even. And then we've got one more screen here of this glowy road before we get back into the meat of this area. And we're just going to carry on heading all the way north. Actually, I think there might be somebody we can speak to over here, but they might not be available just yet. Go check. That's not who we need to talk to. It might just be they're not here yet. Or maybe this is them, look. Standing right up at the back here. Yeah.
Oh, High Summoner Yuna, forgive me for the grief I have caused you.
How have you been?
Well, with Lord Seymour gone, we Guado are hardly different from the dead.
Huh.
Many Ronso lost their lives at the hands of Lord Seymour. Those who survived swore vengeance for their fallen comrades. We Guado sealed ourselves away in Guado Salam and strengthened our defenses. But soon we no longer had the strength for even this. Now we live among the shadows of these woods.
Trommel.
High Summoner, do not trouble yourself to show sympathy for the Guado. We once walked willingly with Lord Seymour, never questioning, even as he led all Spira into madness. Lady Yuna, I cannot ask that you forgive us, only that you forget us.
Trommel.
Ah, well, what brings the High Summoner to these woods?
Well, I'm a sphere hunter now.
A sphere hunter?
We, hunt spheres.
You don't say. Well then, please allow me to give you this. It is of no use to us.
Score!
Thank you!
Right, so we need to speak to him 3 times and that will get us the full throttle dress sphere, which is actually a special dress sphere. After changing to all of the dress spheres on the character's active garment grid. Okay. And we also get the unerring path garment grid. And off he goes. Full throttle, that's either Yuna or Pain if I'm not mistaken. Does it tell us here? I'm guessing that's Pain, seeing as how it says a legendary warrior. Or maybe not. I guess Yuna could be classed as a legendary warrior after everything we accomplished in Final Fantasy X. And the unerring path there. So that would be a good dress sphere to use if you want to use the full throttle already, the special dress spheres, because you can just cross straight off into it. So that's nice to see, and yeah, well, maybe we can have a look at that in a bit. But not just yet because there's no battles. So we're going to head back now and start making our way over to the agency, which is where our mission will begin. A mission involving somebody you might just remember from the previous game. So we need to head north. And this will actually take us to the agency here. Right, and as we approach, we should start the mission.
Hanagra! Oaka Kadwidrana!
Lusawit, na kiktela ekvidema.
And we get an Albed primer as well. Look who it is. It's Awaka, who runs back the other way. So we're going to chase after him. Oh, looks like we're getting enemy encounters at this point. But what the plan is going to be is to catch up with him, and that should safely complete our mission. But I'll talk about how we actually reach him once we're out of this battle. Kill his final dude. Right, there is a treasure chest we can pick up. There's another treasure chest around here, but I don't think it's available yet until the next chapter. So, oh, fast enemy encounters here. Suddenly got fire sandals, which of course aren't going to help us too much against fire elementals. And we've got one in Oversoul. Wonderful. Might make sense here just to take care of the other fella beforehand. There we go. Has anybody got anything other than fire in the way of blizzard? Nope. Remember, enemies that enter Oversoul mode do have more hit points. The amount extra they have depends on which enemy it is. Some will have like a little bit more, as was the case there. Other enemies will have substantially more. But you'll experience that as you go on.
Awaka the 23rd! Where are you?
Right, so now the mission formally begins. And we are just going to start by retracing our steps. So we came out of this exit here. This will take us back to the glowy paths. And we're going to go all the way back to the start of this zone, where we first arrived after landing from using the airship. There he is, look. Trying to give us the slip, and we have got enemy encounters now. I thought it might have been in that Lake Macalania area, but nope, apparently not. That big blue guy looks nasty. Fire guard too, I wonder what that was. Something that pretty potent anyway. I wonder why in the Festivalis, what is it called? Festivalis, that's it. Dress sphere, you kind of just throw your handbag at them before you attack the enemy. It's a little bit strange, isn't it? No, I remember fighting this guy in the monster arena in Final Fantasy X. The greatest sphere, and he was actually somewhat of an annoying challenge. but I'm guessing he's not going to be as tough here. I reckon he might be weak to thunder, you know. 849 hit points. Oh, right, I see. It's because he reduces the hit points down to 1. Oh, man. Right, I think we should escape from this battle because it's actually freaking difficult. And he's just going to give us a game over. Right, needs to be fully prepared before we engage in that sort of onslaught. So we'll resurrect Una here. Won't use our potion supply, I mean, despite the fact we've got like 73 of them. Make sure they're nicely healed. And we'll head back down. Right. Now we're going to bump into Awaka once more, and of course he's going to give us the slip. Let's just save our game again. Some of these fiends are pretty darn challenging, it's got to be said. There he is. Okay, so now we're going to start heading to the north. I just want to make sure we get to the right place before I screw up, and it is this way. Never hurts to check. And here we're going to go over to here. And then we're going to head north to the campsite. And we'll finally catch up with the Awaka in this location. Who's this fella?
It looks like you finally caught up with me. Awaka at your service. I bought the travel agency from Mr. Rin, but then the temple nearby sank to the bottom of the lake. And business sank with it. Just my luck. Now the Abed have come to collect and are not in the mood for excuses. Think ye could give old Awaka a place to lay low? For a while? I'll find a way to make it up to ye, I promise.
What do you think? Sounds like he's in trouble.
Thank ye.
Whatever option you choose there, you'll get mission complete and the Ice Queen garment grid, but make sure you do choose the option of hiding him on the airship, because that will help us increase our completed score. So now we've done the mission, there are a couple more people we do need to chat to before we move on from this area. The first is in the spring. We've already spoke to Trommel. He gave us the special dress for you, didn't he? We've still got enemy encounters, so I guess we could try that out, but we'll do it later.
The Anders come faster than I thought. What can we do? I'll be there in 2 secs.
Okay, definitely something weird going on there, but with no context it's difficult to pinpoint what exactly. Right then. So now we're going to go to a little bit out of the way. We're going to have to head back over to the northern section. Well, I say back, we haven't actually been there yet. That's down the standard path from the southern area, next to the glowy path we visited. I spoke to you, nothing to say. Right, so this should take us to the north. No, this should take us to the central. And we do have enemy encounters. Wonderful. The only downside to the Festivalist thingy is that it does take a while to cast the spells that you choose. It's a little bit annoying when you only get a standard fire spell. We learnt a new ability though, Twinkles or something. I wonder what that does. I'll have to test that out. Right then, let's just have a very quick look at that. Una, Festivalist, and Twinkler. Cure use of status ailments and restore hit points. And we're about to learn the Confusion ability. I think I'd rather learn something else. Something such as Ice Sandals, for instance. Would be nice. As far as learning new abilities go, just to clarify, I think you get AP depending on the amount of enemies that are killed in battle. 1 per enemy, I think that's how it works. Yeah, okay. Right, so this is the central area. There is, I believe, an item we can collect called the Water Ring around here somewhere, so I'm just going to keep an eye out for that as we progress through the area. Let's get everybody attacking together for those lovely chain bonuses. And I've definitely noticed an increase in the challenge of enemies since coming to Macalania here. No question about that, I would say. Right, there's that item. Of course, we don't get the opportunity to pick it up. What did we say that Twinkler did again? Oh, it cures, doesn't it? Talking of which, Pain's in a bit of trouble there. But I'm just going to risk not healing her. See if we can get this enemy killed. Yeah, of course we can. Never in danger, never in doubt. But we do need to heal up again. You have that and you have that. Oh, very good. No, we didn't get that, did we? Silly enemy encounter got in the way, and it's a white ring. I thought it was a water ring. My bad. Given up casting fire ago. That these elementals are immune to magic, so it seems pretty pointless to be casting that in the first case anyway. Wow, there's so many enemies around here. I might just escape from battle from this point, just to save time. We can always do grinding on the airship. So I'll say that and then we get an ambush. Wonderful. All I want to do is speak to one person. Well, at least they are in the next area. Right, where are they? There they are. At last.
Oh me, oh my, what did you say?
Is that it? Oh no, we still got the
Don't
cutscene.
move an inch. I'm on my way. These woods grow lonely day by day.
Right, now all that's left to do is head back to the airship, so we'll go ahead and do that. Right, the reason I wanted to get back on board the airship and show you this section of the video is because we need to speak to Awaka now in order to increase our completed score further.
Welcome to Awaka's.
Excuse me. Now you can see that he has a debt of 100,000 gil. What we're going to have to do is buy items off him and reduce that debt by the end of chapter 2 to 0. So yeah, make sure you try and buy everything you can from Awaka rather than from elsewhere, and you are going to want to get that gil debt down.
You don't happen to know where a bloke...
I did just want to show you that. Now we can head back up to... That's in the cabin, by the way. Now we can head back up to the bridge. And I just want to check our completed score now, because it was 16% if you remember right from the very start of this episode. But now that we've done all this optional stuff, we can see what it is at. And it is all optional stuff. If you remember, Zanarkand is our hotspot destination at the moment. And Bikanal as well, which we are going to do at some point in the very near future. 18%, so we got an extra 2% by doing all that stuff, which is good, I guess. We are making progress, almost a fifth of the way through the game now, apparently. Anyway folks, I'm going to finish the episode here, so thanks for joining me, and I'll see you soon as we carry on with Final Fantasy X-2. Bye for now.